Alright, it is Tuesday, March 26, 2019 at 6:10 p.m. Well, this headline just came across recently. Jussie Smollett's case. Chicago prosecutors drop all charges against Empire actor. Smollett was indicted earlier this month on 16 felony counts of disorderly conduct for making a false report. In a stunning reversal, Chicago prosecutors on Tuesday dropped all charges against Empire actor Jussie Smollett just weeks after he was indicted on 16 felony counts for allegedly filing a false police report. Smollett, 36, was seen arriving at a Chicago courtroom around 10:30 a.m. on Tuesday for an emergency hearing. Following his court appearance, his attorneys released a statement saying that the actor's record had been wiped clean of the filing of this tragic complaint against him. Jussie was attacked by two people he was unable to identify on January 29th. He was a victim who was vilified and made to appear as the perpetrator of a result of false, inappropriate remarks made to the public, causing an inappropriate rush to judgment, the statement read. Jussie and many others were hurt by these unfair and unwarranted actions. The entire situation is a reminder that there should never be an attempt to prove a case in court of public opinion. That is wrong. It is a reminder that a victim, in this case Jussie, deserves dignity and respect. Dismissal of charges against the victim in this case was only just result. You see him here taking a selfie with a fan leaving Cook County Court after his charges were dropped on March 26th in Chicago. It says here, during a brief news conference, Smollett said he had been truthful from the beginning. This had been an incredible, difficult time, honestly one of the worst of my life, he said, adding that he's ready to get back to his career and life. Smollett was charged earlier this month by a grand jury of 16 felony counts of disorderly conduct for making a false report, according to a criminal complaint. In February, he was charged with felony disorderly conduct after Chicago officers said he orchestrated an alleged hate crime in January on himself because he was unhappy with the salary on the show Empire. Smollett's lawyer, Patricia Holmes, slammed the Chicago Police Department for the public handling of the case and said they should not jump ahead and utilize the press to convict people before they are tried in a court of law. Things seem to spiral somewhat out of control, she said. Chicago Police Department Commander Ed Woodnick told NBC that the reversal of charges was a punch in the gut, and prosecution did not discuss the decision with the police department prior to Tuesday's announcement. We worked closely throughout a 3-week investigation to get to the point where we arrested the offender, he said. For the state's attorney at this point to dismiss charges without discussing this with us is just shocking. Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel and Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson blasted the decision to drop the charges. This is without a doubt a whitewash of justice and sends a clear message that if you're in a position of influence and power, you get treated one way. Other people will get treated another way, Emanuel said angrily. From top to bottom, this is not on the level, he said. Emanuel said Smollett used hate crimes and laws to self-promote his career and said that will not cast doubt on people who come forward to report hate crimes. Johnson said he does not believe justice was served and accused Smollett and his team of choosing to hide behind secrecy and broker a deal to circumvent the judicial system. Johnson also said the city of Chicago is still owed an apology. The mayor pointed out Smollett was indicted by a grand jury on only a piece of evidence, but that evidence will never be presented in court. Alright, so that is pretty crazy turn of events. All the charges were dropped, and apparently he's free to go. Okay, let's see if anything else develops. If it does, I will report on it. Alright guys, hit like and subscribe, and see you next time. God bless.